everyone. Welcome to the club. Thank you for coming to today's stream. Hype and hip. Okay. That's where we're starting today. I didn't really see chat while the intro screen was up because I was making myself a matcha during the ads. I was like, you know, might as well. Why would I sit here when I could just make a matcha? Because I was like, shit, I forgot to make a little drinkity. And then I was like, all right, I still have a chance. Because I feel like I don't want to say too much because, you know, I gotta get my scraps, guys. But, I've noticed that when it used to be that the ad break would start like 60 seconds into the stream, like, or at least it would start the countdown, and now it's like, it waits like 3 or more minutes before it does the ad break. So yeah, but like I said, this is the alternative, so that y'all don't have to watch pre-rolls. You can just hop right in, and everyone can come right in and see the action without having to wait, like, throughout the majority of the stream. So, I know I've explained that before, but for those who are new here, I don't like... Twitch is not always super transparent, so I like to tell it like it is. And I want this, like... all this piece of hair out of my headphones, but I can't tell which piece was I already tucked behind my ear and which... I don't know, no one cares. I got myself a good old half-up hairstyle today, so we all know I love those. But anyway. Good. I was kind of worried. At least you can't see my, my cursed floor behind there too much. I got some new equipment earlier this week, and I just kind of sweeped all the stuff off to the side so that it wasn't visible on this end of the room. Cause yeah, that's that's what happens. I'm never prepared for stream. I was like, I tell myself all week, stream is always Friday, and then suddenly it gets to Friday and I'm like, wow, my room is not prepared to stream. And then I don't know why, I always end up like, I did not tell myself that cleaning day was like Monday, but I always end up cleaning up all my shit on like Mondays. I don't know why. Like, if it's like a Friday, it doesn't get cleaned. Like, oh shit, that reminds me, there was something else I needed to do really quick. I might have left a laundry load in, and I am so sorry. I have to go. It'll be like 2 minutes. I have to go swap it, or I am going to have major regrets later. So I will be right back. If anyone wants to think about if they want to hop in for daily event, I'll be running something. Oh my god, I cannot believe I thought I had everything together for once. I was like, okay, I swept my shit to the side. Anyway, I will literally be right back. It'll just be a couple minutes, and then like I said, think about if you want to join me for event and what TFO you suggest. Alright. I'm back. You're saying... What have you been saying? I ran up my stairs. I did something to my back on the way up. That's like the fastest I've ever been like, yeet! To a pile of laundry that was a little bit too heavy for me. So, it is what it is. What is this? This is the consequences of having my hair in like a transition stage, because I'm trying to grow out the side part of my bangs so that they're not so wide. But I screwed up the first time I did it, and so now I have like a second side piece. I'm like, this is stupid. Anyway, no, it's actually funny. Nova actually like will only lay on laundry. Like she'll lay only on like stuff that I get out to wear for the day, and I like sit on my bed and then go to do something else before putting it on. She'll lay on that. But as far as like laundry baskets and stuff, like no, she doesn't care. It's so funny. Okay. All right, who is joining for the daily? And which one should we do, y'all? I've had to place it on the chair by my desk just so my cat doesn't lay on it. I mean, I don't really care if she lays on it. I tend to only have like an issue, and this part's on me. If Nova hasn't been like brushed for the day, do you want to do Brotherhood? I haven't done Brotherhood in a while. Should we do it? Actually, I don't think Vatra's ever done Brotherhood. But I've been running Gateway a lot, but should we do Brotherhood then? For something different for me? Not different for everybody, but... Okay. Let's just do that. So, oh, well, that was quick. But anyway, yeah, it's like...
Listen up!
Oh, I love him.
The Iconian Heralds are bringing in a network of devices to subjugate Kronos. Our team will reprogram the Herald's devices to reveal more Iconian technology hidden in subspace. Once a device is activated, we will have only a few seconds to disable the other two linked
Okay, I probably needed this review, and I really kind of mentally zoned out for a second. Oh my god, he's in the... He's in the floor!
We need to deactivate all of the devices together.
Oh
or
god.
else the network will reset them.
Where's the devices? Okay.
Seconds to disable the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
Where's the device? Zoom. Oh, I was not fast enough. Where's the other device? I haven't played this in so long! Oh my god!
Set of devices. We need to move to the next area.
Okay. That's good. Alrighty. This TFO's really not that hard, but I was having a moment. Okay, there's one. There's two. Oh, this corner and the other corner. No, wait. Oh, okay, okay. There we go.
Activating a new set of
Okay.
devices. Proceed to that location.
Oh, good. Okay, see, sometimes I used to fear this one because, like, sometimes, you know, when you get into TFO and people, like, don't actually read the objectives, this one's really bad for that. But, like, with it being an event, I think finally everybody's kind of... We're all on the same page now.
The heralds are
I just get
activating a new
lost,
set of
so ground
devices.
is hard for me.
We need to move to the next area.
All the way over here. Are they every time I run half the team? Okay, well, to be fair, I haven't run this one very much, but I have, so far, this is going good, but also, like, 50% of us are, oh god. Over there, no, wait, okay, someone's going for that one. Ah!
The devices
Okay.
are reset. Synchronize and try again.
Oh,
Initiate
shit.
shutdowns at the same time.
Okay,
You
well,
have 15 seconds to disable the other
there
two
should be
Iconian
someone
devices
over, there's someone over there, right? No, there's there no one over there? Okay.
A herald leader. Stop it.
It's okay.
before it
It's
can
all
break
good.
into the Great Hall.
Well, what I mean is, like, when I played this, like, back in the past, and again, if I was running this every day, I've been running Gateway to Grethor a lot more, and if I was running this more often, I think I'd remember where stuff is a little bit more, but it's just, like, when I played this, like, in the past, there was a lot of times where it'd be, like, it'd take like 30 minutes, no joke, because it would just nobody would ever like get the devices in sync, and I was like, guys, there's 5 people and what, like 3 devices? Like, I feel like this shouldn't be this hard, but I think it's genuinely because people don't read. And I'm like, I was like, I can always tell when it's like somebody who's new and doesn't know versus like somebody who clearly just didn't read, because like you can see like that when it's somebody who just didn't read but they played for a while, it's like they're always like mass amounts of damage on their ground builds. So it's like, look, the newbies are not having that. Like, ground builds are not easy. So but yeah, that's like my one little rant. But again, I haven't been playing that one as much, so I apologize if y'all have been dealing with some shit, you know. But look, I'm so close to tier 6 on so many things. I've been running these just to try to grind up to the top. I'm so close. So excited for Vatra to be maxed out as well. See, I only have like a few more to go. Okay, so who is ready? Oh, I didn't even really, what endeavor did I do? Was it? Oh, Iconian TFOs. Okay, yeah, I got that one the other day as well, and I was like, oh, why did I already progress in that one? I wasn't trying to do anything. Yeah, I did not even look at endeavors because I was thinking it's gonna be a Sky Day. So if anyone wants to come play story on Sky, I'm not gonna delay, I'm gonna hop over to that now. Actually, did I need to do something else on her? No, I think I'm good. As I refine my dilithium. Yeah, I'm good, okay. But I'm not gonna even gatekeep this to like lower level tunes, but just so everyone's aware, we're gonna look at this right here. Rear Admiral, lower half, level 40 is the tune I will be playing with. So, oh, look at this sexy outfit. I never thought it's the Protostar uniform I think I used, right? I don't remember what I picked. I just was like, this is something new I haven't seen before, so I'm pretty sure it's the thing. Oh my god, I forgot I was on New Romulus still! Fuck! Alright, what do I have? What do I have? Ooh, we love engineering readiness, the ability, yeah, we love some, recharge stuff. Ground. Yeah, I need some weapons on ground. There we go. No, see, that's why you do New Romulus as a team, though, and that's why I'm saying I was like 100% not gatekeeping. I had forgotten that that I was on New Romulus, but I don't know. If we go super fast, we might be able to get this done today. I am on second to last one. So... where am I going? Oh. I'm going all the way back to the thing, so let me go to the transporter. Before anyone tries to find me all the way the fuck over here, you know? But as I kind of get situated in whatever the hell is going on at New Romulus... No, I'm just being very completionist, specifically for Sky. Like, well, to be fair, I'm always kind of completionist with the story. I know it's a little bit annoying. But New Romulus, I literally, like, on some of my tunes, I'm just straight up like, I have skipped New Romulus before and I don't feel bad about it. But it's also like, it's like my constant dilemma because I love the planet. I love the concept, but I don't love the missions. You know? Also, I think this is one that is better with people. I'm gonna chill over here. Okay, while I'm chilling over here and regrouping and waiting, I don't know how many of y'all tuned in to see to hear me talk about the reveal for oh my god, it was so funny, genuinely hilarious, but also like not. So I'm trying to think of where to start and how to make this make sense to y'all that obviously do not play our tabletop game. So for those who are new here, because I have more viewers than the two people in chat right now, who do know what's up, I think. So we play. Oh, welcome in! You're just in time for story time. Okay, so I'm waiting to team up with somebody for New Romulus. If you want to join in the torture with us, feel free. But anyway, quick story time. So sorry, this is so funny, and I could not have imagined this going better, but also like worse. So for those who don't know, I have this character that I am playing right now is very precious to me, and she is a character that I wrote like a whole web series for her that kind of like failed. It was like its own IP, and so now I just use her as a Star Trek like roleplay character, but I also kind of want to get back into writing like her own stories, especially like given how fun she has been to play in my tabletop game. So for those who don't know, I play in a Star Trek Adventures game. We play mostly weekly, and then once a month we have a GM rotation, so once a month I GM a different prequel story that's like a precursor to our current campaign that runs every week. So it's been a lot of fun, and this is the character right here that I have recreated in Star Trek Online. So as you can see by the black uniform, this is like a sort of Section 31 sort of character. She's a little bit sus, and she's been undercover for I think it would be 4 years in game timeline, but I've been running this as an undercover character for almost a full year. year now. It will be a year in June, so like 11 months in. And it started out as like we were playing monthly, and then we were playing weekly, and then we fell off for a bit, and then now we're back to weekly again. So basically what I'm saying is this is a lot of games, a lot of time spent with everyone with this character, and this is not even with me trying to be all sneaky like. I just started doing the wild, crazy shit that she would do. I just started doing it. I was like, you know what? I think that it's actually funny that I think that not just playing her naturally was a way better way to go about the undercover storyline than it was for me to try to like keep things on the down low, because I think that it genuinely like it never clued people in to think that this was like abnormal, because it's not even abnormal. It's just like she just is just out there, like, because they just like they kind of just like sweep everything she does to the side. So if she does do something a little bit off, like they're just like, oh, that's just how it is. Like literally, I am convinced that with this group, she could have like straight up said, there's a photo of her and Luther Sloan in her quarters, and literally everyone would have just been like, oh, hello, welcome. There's my team arriving. But I'm convinced that literally, like, she could have, like, said there's a... Oh, wait, hey, those are sexy outfits. What the fuck? I didn't notice. Damn. Oh, this is so... Okay, wait. Here, come over here. I think we need to take, like, a squad picture together. So grab... Hold on. Will he face the other way? Come on, face the other way. There we go. No, not over there. Whatever. Okay, here, wait. Here, turn this way. Turn this way. I'm trying to take a screenshot, but I was trying to line everybody up. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Whatever. Actually, no, wait. If I bring him a little closer. No, because he doesn't face the way that he should. Why is there... No, I don't want to place a rally point. There we go. Okay, why is she turning her ass to me? What the hell? Whatever. It's fine. I was just trying to get the looks, okay? Okay, let's enter, and I will continue the story in here, after the thing.
I'm grateful for all you've done for our colony. We wouldn't be as far along as we are without your assistance. That's why I wanted you here today, to hear
Bridge
for
officers
yourself
never do
some
what
of
I
what
want.
we found. Doctor?
What we found in our archaeological surveys is that the planet was populated long before our people arrived after the Sundering.
You know what? Her
We've
makeup is
discovered
really
multiple ruins from that time
slain.
period that correspond to the few historical
God
records
damn it,
we still
Pope.
have. Most
Okay,
of our
you know
data
what?
from that era was lost with the homeworld.
And the sword?
I'm ready to confirm that the blade
Yeah, I was
found at
very
the
careful
battle
not to
site
click the
is
visit
the sword
embassy.
of the Raptor Star. We don't have a visual record of the sword, but the one we have matches written accounts.
I'll wait
and a
for
quantum
you. It's
analysis
okay.
shows signs of masterwork. Something like this could have only been made by Saharians.
What the hell?
We were right to come here. The sword will become a symbol of our reborn civilization.
What did I click?
You were
I think
saying
I had
there
to
was an
click the
earlier
attend
culture.
research presentation.
What
Did
do
you not
know
have
about
the...
them?
The oldest
I don't
ruins
think-
we found are approximately
can't help it.
150,000 years old. But I suspect that there may be some.
I
even
mean, to be
older.
fair, that's like all the
Based on
Romulans
preliminary
in this
findings
arc.
that are still being
It's
analyzed.
really funny.
These
So I
people
like
were
watching
quite
these.
advanced.
I love
While
them
the
so
oldest
much.
ruins show a culture that was defined
Even if
by
they're
its devotion
silly.
to a series of deities. Later, they developed technology, art, even spaceflight. Roughly 150,000 years
I
ago,
love
however,
that
there was some
This
sort
guy's
of
just vibing there in
worldwide
a Section
seismic
31
event.
uniform. It makes
Every
it so much
volcano on the planet
funnier.
erupted, presumably blocking out the sun.
So,
Ambient temperatures dropped dramatically. The radiation count spiked.
you don't do
We're
the door,
still
you do the
repairing that damage.
kayaks.
The survivors of this cataclysm retreated to caves in the warmest areas of the planet. but they died out.
Oh my
soon
god.
after.
And what caused this event?
We're still working on that. We have found
So
a
I
new
lost my
site
train
deep
of thought.
underground near an active volcano, but there are massive power spikes unrelated to the magma flow. If there is a source of the seismic instability,
Also,
it
do y'all
should
like
be
my
there.
title for today?
We would have to send down a team to investigate, though, and it is quite dangerous. I wouldn't send anyone down without an environmental suit. I could go myself, but
I'm not ready to authorize you to do that, Doctor.
You're
Our people
chicken.
have too few scientists left. You and your crew are better
look.
equipped and trained
Yeah,
for something
send
like
us
this.
on the dangerous
I
shit.
know I'm asking
That's
you a great
always
deal,
how it fucking
especially
is.
After all the help you've given us already. But your being
no.
here shows that my people and
I couldn't think of a
yours don't have
title
to
because
be
I was like, I'm
adversaries.
gonna reveal
Not
the thing,
anymore.
but like, not
Not all
everyone knows
Romulans
about the
think
Janelle
cooperation
Sky
like this is
lore, so
possible.
I couldn't like advertise it
do.
as that.
Are you
Like I
willing
said,
to see it
I
through
really
to the
this
end?
summer while I'm doing all my other like, I'm doing like a lot of like song covers and stuff this summer. Submit report. There we go.
New
Oh, is that
readings
it?
have been detected
I thought
in
there
the
was like a thing in the
underground
end.
ruins on
Whatever.
New
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go as fast as we can. Do I have? Oh shit! I don't think I have an EV suit. Well. Okay, so I have. When you want Romulan marks, the Romulans will tell you to kick rocks, by which they mean Tholians. So that's about how it is. Okay, or do we have to... Pope, do we have to go the old-fashioned way because you don't have the transporter authorization yet? Because I can come with, like... Okay, they do come to you. I was trying to remember. There was one mission where I needed an EV suit and I didn't have it and my bridge officers kept dying. Okay, you know what? Do you want to take the scenic route? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, right. Okay, cat time. Wee. New Romulus, I will say, is so much less tedious once you have the cat. Like... The cat makes it a million times better, I will say. Like, just navigating it. Because as fun as it is, I don't like wandering these zones forever. Like, I get, like, you have to unlock the transporters and stuff, but I wish, like... I wish you could bypass it if it wasn't, like, the thing. Wait, that's not the right way. What did I do wrong? Wait. That's still not right. That's still not right. It's fine. I can't navigate for shit, and I'm aware of that. Oh yeah, anyone is welcome to join. Am I... Do you need to be invited to team? Wait, that's not right either. Where's the damn path? Okay. There we go. It's fine. I'm just as bad as at navigating in games as I am in real life. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Actually, I did want to get the Epo Fields transporter anyway, so... See, this is my favorite zone. Look at all the creatures over there running about. Obtain clearance. But I don't have clearance for the ruins, so I would have had to go over here and then ran back, but anyway. Alright, I can cat up again. Okay, while I'm taking this scenic journey that I regret going on, I will finish telling you the story about my tabletop game because I think it's really funny. But to provide some context, like I said, this character has been undercover for a long ass time in the game of like a lot of playing, and no one's bad at night. Like I had to start dropping major hints in order to. Okay, did I get this buffer already? Okay, no, I did not. No, I did not. But like I was saying, I thought that the undercover thing was not gonna last this long. But it's also like, I didn't really get enough time to explore the character based, like, just because of some circumstances, I won't get into. I've kind of low-key talked about some of it here. We had some, like, back and forth stuff go on, you know, as happens sometimes with groups. So it's like, I didn't really feel like for a while, like, my character was getting any really, like, as much of a chance to explore the things that I wanted to in roleplay. So, I was kind of like waiting for the right time, but also at the same time, it's like, I didn't want it to be like planned, because one of the GMs, because we're on the rotation, one of the GMs was like, you know, you should just tell us like when you want to do it, and then like we can just plan for it. And like, no, like I kind of want it to feel right. Like I want it to feel organic. I don't want it to be planned, because it's like, if it's too planned. So basically we decided like last month that it was coming sometime this month. And so I kind of knew it was coming, but something completely unexpected happened, because I had to create, so the other thing is I had to create something called the Unholy Bible. And I will probably never release this document, but if anyone's like really curious about my Section 31 lore that I wrote, okay, are we all ready? Or are we, okay, I think we're good. Okay, should we bring Marshall Janeway? Yeah, let's bring Marshall Janeway. Because we have 2 engineers and a tactical, so we can have some science. But like I was saying, they're for like a straight up like year, like I said, nobody really at all, nobody was really interested in exploring Section 31. So I wrote some like headcanon lore. And I've been like planning this, I had been planning this campaign for like 6 months prior to when it actually started up in April. Actually more than 6 months. I had this planned since August of last year, and it just was not working out to do. So finally got started up in April, and this is the prequel that I wrote. So why do I not have an EV suit? This is like unsettling. Okay, there we go. I'm uncomfortable suddenly. Wait. I don't know where I'm going. So... are they in the pit? I think they're in the pit. Anyway. Yes, they were in the pit. So anyway, like I was saying, this the campaign that I started had a lot of like little things. The whole point of like the I had the photon burst on too. I just was like, I don't know if we want too much photon burst. It's like my secondary. But basically I wrote like a ton of Section 31 lore because the whole point of this campaign, like this campaign I was writing, was like I wanted to sow a sense of distrust among the players So one of the ways I did that was through Section 31, but there's like a rogue agent, sort of. So there's this rogue agent that kind of causes some issues for them, and it's getting a little bit interesting. So, and that was my whole intention. But because of this, I wrote a whole ton of lore. I wrote about like how there's like these different like circles within Section 31, and how people will like will kind of have like their group, and then, or you know, you'll have people like Sloan, where it's very much like there's other people involved, but there's like kind of a ringleader sort of thing. But basically it's like there's a little bit of did I not do this over here, or I can't tell what's an objective and what's not. Oh, I should have got my support drone. Oh, and my ghosty guy. I want to see him possess a Tholian so badly. So like I was saying, I know this is like a roundabout thing. I'm trying to give enough context that like it makes some sense, you know? So wait, why are the artifacts not scanning? Or are the artifacts not till... Oh, the artifacts aren't till later. Right, okay. It's been a while. Sorry, everybody. Oh, he's dead. But like I was saying, so basically I wrote all this lore, and then I was like, suddenly one of the other GMs is like, oh, like, and I figured it out. I didn't tell the other players, so I didn't like spoil the idea, because it's like, because I've spent so much time with what there is, like, the limited amount there is in canon about Section 31, it's like, I'm really like, I know the signs when someone's trying to bring Section 31 into shit, right? Like, so I see that, I was like, oh, there's no fucking way this is not Section 31. So I messaged the GM and I was like, hey, I think that, like, we might really be going towards the same sort of plot points in our things, and since mine's a prequel and I don't want to confuse all the players, do you want to, like, collaborate? I will give you all my lore, you give me your ideas, and we will work this out so it's like, so it makes sense, you know? Kind of like a show Bible. Like when writers work on a thing together, they have like a show Bible so that everything is consistent. But you know, it was just on this one aspect. It wasn't like, we weren't completely like making the stories, because you know, you want a little bit of variety to make it fun. That's the whole point of having like a rotation. It's like a writer's room. You have a little bit different twist on everything. But it was like, like I said, I just, because of how specific this lore was, it's like I had to do something with it. So so basically I just like oh god, I'm not ready for this. Where's the station 4? Ah! All right. Hey, what's that? Ah! Gotta get all the things. Oh, you've got it. Okay, cool. Oh, anxiety! Not quite as much anxiety as doing this solo, at least. Oh, there we go. So, so basically how this like session of the campaign went is, it started Oh, do you want me to put my... Ah! There we go. Yeah, they're not... It's not like they're gonna help with the overloading relays or anything. You got it? Or... Okay, you got it. Yay. So, So I'm trying to do too many things at once. This is what happens when I try to tell stories on stream while I'm actually doing something that requires brain power. But basically, we started off where I was like all prepared, and I was in a bad mood yesterday, and luckily RPG, like tabletop RPG, did improve my mood. Honestly, if last night had not gone well, I probably wouldn't be on stream today. But we were having our little party time with Section 31, of course, because that's where we kind of left off, is we're like supposed to be heading to where Section 31 wanted us to. And because Sky was like really suspicious, of course, the undercover version of Sky, I just went into the captain and was like, hey, you should just let me simply take a shuttle and go and deal with this personally. And I had also like asked the person who originally started like this whole RPG idea, like I had asked that person initially like to make sure that it was okay, and he approved it. The GM for the session approved it, so we were like, let's go.
For calling us down. I knew we could count on you.
Sir,
All right, let's watch Datan in his
I found some
suit.
kind of log or recording.
Oh, is this the thing with like the guy that... Oh, this one's long.
It has some iconography
You know what?
similar to art.
I'm gonna skip that one because it's too long. And the dead ones are kind of interesting. Okay. All right, let's leave. Can we leave? Okay. I'm like, I don't know how to get out of here. Okay, but so I go to the captain and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the shuttle. Oh yeah, it's time for Dyson. Yeah. Okay, well, I am gonna do Dyson. Does everyone want to stay on the team for Dyson or nah? I've done Dyson more recently, or at least I remember Dyson better. So I think I should be able to finish my story while we're going about things. Let me get my clearance for the pattern buffer, so I don't have to run all the way back here again if I decide to come back for some epos. Oh wait. No, I didn't file the report! It didn't complete it! God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna worry about that later. Huh. You know what? That's another day's problem. I will worry about that next Sky stream. I don't give a fuck. I want to play Dyson. I want to... No, I thought I clicked the thing. I thought you had to click it for the cutscene, and that was how you submitted the... Whatever. Oh no, this is single player only. No. So sad. So sad. Okay, well, sorry everybody. I have to leave the team. Where's the new Romulus Gateway Complex? Where is it? Would have been weird if we restored Captain Sean's lymph nodes with 3 people. No, some of them, like, I understand, but others of them I'm like, Why? Why can't we have more people? I'm sure there's like a reason. It also seems weird that some of them you can do with the team that like feel like maybe you shouldn't do with the team. Like some of like the Mirror Universe ones I think you can do with the team. Okay, but yeah, no, I'm so mad about this, but I'm just gonna pretend it does not exist. Anyway. Because now I'm gonna have to run it again. Okay, so finishing story time. Finishing the story time. So basically, oh shit. I got rid of, okay, you know what? I think I have to reset. I think I screwed up my bridge officers because I left the team. Okay. Today is a day. Anyway, completing my story time about my STA game. Hopefully before this next thing forces me to have an ad break in 7 minutes. Okay, so. I went to the captain. I was like, yeah, you should let me have this shuttle because, why? Because why not? Like, well, it's also because something you should know about Janelle Sky is that, like, she's not really, like, the reason why she's a thorn in, like, every Starfleet captain's side, but also somehow a thorn in Section 31's side, is because, like, her loyalty does not lie with organizations. It is 100% like a people thing. So like she's loyal to her crew, like her Starfleet crew, because, you know, like they have like earned that respect. So pretty annoyed if I had to retrieve my favorite bridge officer. God, they're so they piss me off so much sometimes, but
Welcome to New Romulus.
Welcome to New Romulus. No, they... You know, at least we can always retrieve them when we need to, but they really never know where they're going, do they? So... Okay, so like I was saying, she's loyal to people who, like, earn it, right? Which is, you know, the way it goes, and it's fine. Like, just, you know, don't read too much into that. Like, she's not too much of a hater.
Welcome.
She insults a lot of people, but that's how she shows her love.
You have corrected
I
the
love
issue?
our man.
Consider what happened
Okay,
to the
I need to-
Daywalkers. I have encountered Iconian. No
I need to calm down on this mission specifically.
Acceptable.
Okay, I know I said I was gonna take story mode kind of slow on Sky, but some of these are just too long. Okay, it's fine. Oh, damn it. Okay.
I'm sorry, did you need something? With all...
Alright, let's go for our blow up time. I want that thing over there. I need to grab some crafting materials for Sky, because she doesn't have very many, because she's not that beefy of a tune yet. Actually, I might just wait 5 minutes for the break and hang out in here for a bit and finish the story. So then I'll start back up when the break is over. Oh my god, not my least favorite fucking person. I am calm. Anyway, so so I got the shuttle, and then another core part of the plan for my character to execute this idea, because also context needed, there was a ship that is causing really strange side effects, like we've had everything from, like, you know, the naked time scenario to like I don't know how else to describe it, to like people like going on literal like insane rampages. Like it's like a very wide range of like mood swings that this thing this thing covered in this story. What do you have against Cooper? What don't I have against Cooper, okay? Him being Cooper is one of them, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. It's fine. We'll talk about it later in the mission. But so basically, there's this ship that we were towing around, and Section 31 wants the ship for some reason, and like, Sky is definitely not unconvinced that these Section 31 people like do not know, and this is the thing, she's also Section 31, but like, she's kind of at odds at certain parts of this, parts of the group. She does like her thing, and she's very much like, her main skills lie in like, mostly like sneaking around and getting information, because she can basically be everywhere and anywhere she wants, and she's also a super powerful telepath, so that really comes in handy when you're trying to get people's secrets. So her big task is like monitoring, and also like, she kind of like she tends to snatch up information from basically anywhere. So anytime they're on like an away mission, you know there's a copy of that ship being sent to Section 31. Like, she's like, whatever, y'all can have all the stuff. But basically I was planning on going to one station while the rest of the ship went to the thing. But a very core part of this is we have a Romulan crew member. We have a Romulan crew member who, like, in another earlier session tried to, Sky tried to strangle him, in a insane fit of rage, right? So, that was interesting, that was fun, and Cooper is a dishonorable God, he isn't the man he used to be with them. God, I'm sorry. I live for the Cooper jokes. I'm trying to finish my story here. So basically we have this Romulan crew member, and he was like a big part of the plan. And I said, I was like, I'm gonna try to recruit this. I did not tell the player. The player found out I was gonna recruit him, like the day it happened, right? And it's a little bit funny. But so I go up to it, and surprisingly, he like really did not need too much convincing. Oh yeah, he's a Romulan in the 2390s Starfleet, and he has a background in Starfleet intelligence. And I was kind of like, but the thing is, he doesn't like Section 31, so I was like, okay, at least like we didn't have a conflict of like trying to have two Section 31 people. Cause see, oh my God, I forgot the biggest plot twist. Okay, shh, DL, I'm only saying this because I've confirmed that nobody on my, only like 2 people in my game, watch this channel. Everybody else is not, probably mostly not a fan of my language on here. But seriously, like, well, we can say hi, Eric. I don't think he's watching, but he didn't call me. He knows my stream schedule now that I'm mostly not available on Fridays. But okay, so I lost my train of thought again. So we got to the Romulan. Yeah, and then he said yes, and then we were off on our little trip. Okay, it's gonna have me have an ad break, so I'm gonna let it run, and I will be right back in about 3 minutes for more fun time. Maybe fun time. I don't know, Cooper's not very fun, so anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned. It's Dr. Cooper time. I also kind of forgot where I was in my other story. I'm trying to, like,
the gateway?
play the game.
Fascinating. Simply fascinating.
Hey, just look at him. He's just like, he's got his stupid hair, and he's got, you know what? His face shape is like reminiscent of like one of those toads. I think this was like done on purpose to make him like unappealing. Anyway. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, this is what I'm doing. I didn't even have to talk to him.
Program initialized. Selected monitoring program.
Our variance monitors.
Program initialized.
Program
initialized.
There we go.
Were you able to find the coefficient? Are you sure?
Wait.
Were you able to find the
Wait.
coefficient numbers for me?
I read the wrong one. No, I didn't memorize them in the correct order. I was like, yeah, I saw 77. That's alpha. No, 77 was a different number. Okay, no, beta was 77. It was 14, then 77, then 47, then 38, then 9. You know what? She can be pissy. 14, 77, 47. Okay.
Were you able to find the coefficient?
14.
Alpha is 14. That
No,
looks
it's in a different
correct.
order. It's 38.
Are you sure? Were you able to find the alpha is 14. That looks
Gamma
correct.
is 47.
Yes, that's correct. Gamma is 47.
38. There we go.
Your numbers
Okay.
may be correct. Even the best.
Haha. See, I did it.
I appreciate you speaking up about your concerns. Finally.
I agree that the simulations.
So do I.
Well,
Perhaps
we all know what happens here. Oh my god. So I kind of want to focus on what's going on, but I'm also like, I want to finish my story, but anyway. Then this console. Then the pylons. Sky into the Skyverse. You know, I don't know how I feel about her hair looking like this in this lighting. To be fair, I did the way that I threw off everybody for introducing a prequel version of my character who was the not undercover version, right? The way I threw them all off was by not telling them about the purple hair. I kind of was like, yeah, she has like a faded out, like, grayish blonde. Cause, well, and I was like, I don't know what color her hair would realistically be underneath because obviously, like, it's dye. Like, that is in the canon that like, she dyes her hair is naturally dark, but I'm like, what color would it really like fade out to? Like what, she's a dark brown brunette, but like what color would that fade out to realistically? But I was like, you know, I just kind of thought about like my hair. I've tried to dye my hair lavender before. I wouldn't do it again because when it faded out, it was like a gray green. So I'm kind of like,
The numbers
you know
are
what?
good.
That's what it is. If it fades out,
Sensor
it's like gray
readings
green.
from the gateways.
Readings like this. The numbers aren't.
Captains Sean, I do not know.
No need for dyes in the Trek universe. I mean, to be fair, again, I made this character before she was specifically for the Trek universe. And also, I think it's funny because, like, Boimler's hair is canonically dyed. So,
I'll admit.
I'm just like, it doesn't make sense for her to, it doesn't make sense for her to have, like, for her to have dark roots if it's not dyed. And I really, I went, again, because I've cosplayed this character, I was like, she's my character, I make the design how I want. It's like, a full, like, lavender all the way up to the root doesn't look great on me, so I got, the wig that I got has a darker root on purpose, and it's perfect. It is the perfect wig. I think, have I shown my cosplay pictures? I should show them on here sometime.
If all the preparation...
Let's go. Let's witness. Okay, so... Alright, let's witness, and then...
final power transfer.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway.
Well, especially where Sky is an alien. I totally could have made her hair purple at the root, but I think it's funnier that she dyes it. And the fact that it could fade out. I mean, I'm sure it takes a lot longer. She probably stripped it on purpose, because, like...
Shut it down.
I don't know. When she takes command of a project, she wanted to be taken more seriously, so she's like, alright, gotta strip it out.
No effect. Get everyone out of the chamber.
Now what?
Into the gateway. Now!
Into the gateway. Oh, I love this mission. Especially like you can look forward to this all new Romulus, is that then you get to play this next. So much fun. So much fun.
I knew that gateway would be trouble. The scientists.
Yeah, look at that. Worf was right. Check the crates. Okay, so now that it's just a navigation puzzle, mostly, until we get to the real fun, you know? So, okay, continuing my story. Rest, and eyes, and compression, and elevation. So, oh my god, okay, imagine Sky trying to give any medical treatment ever.
I believe I have found a way to open this door. But
open that
it will
door.
Take two of us to override the controls.
Okay.
Now.
No, I'm imagining she pulls out a flamethrower. That's about it. Like, here's the thing: is I don't think she'd necessarily be like completely stupid when it comes to medicine, but I do think because she's like, she doesn't like most doctors. Like, let's be real, any of the doctors that she's like liked are because she's banging them. Let's be real. One of these days I will revert. I will.
Trace levels of tetrion radiation?
One of these days I will release the very cursed Sky X Dr. McCoy.
We should keep in
thing.
I will.
Like I said, I don't think that she'd be completely stupid. Like, I think like she could do it, but the thing is, to kind of learn medicine, I feel like you have to have like decent mentors, you know? And I don't think that she'd have any decent mentors because like if she's never just friends with a doctor, like, or a nurse, like she's like, no, she's either like hating them or banging them. There's no in between. So it's like she'd never learn from the people around her because she'd be too distracted. Whereas it's like engineering and science, it's like she's sometimes normal around her peers that way. It's like medicine would easily be like her worst thing. The only worst thing would be flying a ship.
And we've been able to confirm that
she's crashed many ships.
Maybe it's a way to...
Good idea.
Oh my god, that's so cursed. Flamethrower fuel for cleaning, no.
We have not heard from the security detail. We need to check in with them. Something here is...
Corin here. I I've found...
Nope, it's time. It's time for his abduction.
We should... Ensign, look out!
Uh-oh.
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
Okay, which way am I going? This way. Okay. Sphere tunnel. Alright, what? Okay, so basically my feedback for the GM last session was like, if you're gonna make shit personal for Sky, you should give me some like details on these characters. Like he didn't give all of them like names and backstories.
Sean's team.
So I was like, you should like give them some personality so that I can make my roasts more personal. Cause he's like, oh, you know these people, and I was like, okay, what are their names?
Well.
And he didn't give them names. So that was my feedback, as I would like to make my roasts more personal for the Section 31 personnel in this tabletop game. So next time it will be even better. But the funny part is that when we went to take the shuttle off, since they were being directly harassed by a Section 31 ship on the side, again, filled with people that this bitch knows, basically, and one of them is one of the NPCs was an NPC I made that I wrote a fanfic about. So
would not have left without their supplies. We must find Clarn and the others. Can you hail them?
Abductions. Agent Bozeman, more like Ballsman. What? Oh my god.
Wait. I know this place.
Oh my god. Okay, wait.
I have been
Okay, you're all
before.
gonna love this one. Well, Pope will love this one. Pope will love this one. I have to do this before the really serious part of this mission comes in. Okay, so one of these NPCs is named Nora Point, plugging my AO3 on stream against my better judgment. It's a nice AO3. I have it all cleaned up and presentable for the public. So yeah, Jazi writes on AO3 if you want to go read my fic. Actually, no, wait, I posted it under Jazi Trek. Jazi Trek is for stuff that is less than like not an R rating. Nothing that I posted is that bad, but I do kind of separate it out so that like I can direct people who really don't like that kind of content to specifically the Jazi Trek, and it's all like safe and everything. It has, you know, the usual swearing because it is Janelle Sky, and she has a mouth. But basically she she has a past with this one specific agent who kind of had her back on some things, but like they just don't like each other for some reason, because Nora Point is very by the book. Like I kind of did a little pun with the name. Like she's not like, she's very by the book in terms of like she doesn't always love like Sky's methods, and Sky's very much not by the book. Sky's very much like doing the absolute, like basically like she's basically the queen of like things like malicious compliance and doing the bare minimum and like all this shit, you know? Which is really funny because the main captain of the ship, like our main ship, is actually the new king of malicious compliance, because like he was like, the Section 31 was like, oh, you gotta go to this location. He's like, all right, full impulse. And it's like, you know, it's, even though they have a slipstream drive. It's so funny. And some of this I understand, like you had to be there, so I'm trying not to go too much into our inside jokes, but it was really fucking funny. So 24th century Kirk, you say? Kind of, but like, God, it's so funny because like I never know what to expect. Like every time I think I have the guy figured out, the character obviously, every time I think I have the character figured out, it's like he'll throw in something different, and it's funny. It's really funny. But there was a point where this agent Nora Point said to Sky, and again, it was the GM role-playing as the NPC that I made. And I always like, when I wrote the Unholy Bible, which is our lore Bible for Section 31, I did not include absolutely everything. I included kind of like the framework, and I included a lot of unnecessary details. But the one thing I was like, okay, one of the things that I said is I was like, I am sure that Section 31 has some sort of like I'm pretty sure like there's probably so many bitches, like so many kinky bitches in Section 31. So I'm sure that like there is like, I'm sure that there's completely inappropriate sorts of like fraternization, if you know what I'm saying, aboard Section 31 ships. So I didn't explicitly say, I have not explicitly said that Sky and Point ever fucked. I never said that specifically. But but I did kind of have it in the back of my mind. I was like, I'm sure they've like made out at least once, like probably. And maybe they weren't like a thing, but it was like definitely like a hate fuck, like a almost hate fucking, but like probably didn't get to fucking. So in the middle, again, no, this is just in my head, right? I didn't put this down because I was like, that's completely unnecessary to put in the lore Bible, right? And then my dirty ass mind, and this was both, this is the thing is, this was perfect in character because I was like 100% Sky has a dirtier mind than I do, but I also have a very dirty mind. So the GM looks at me and he's role-playing this woman, and he says, obviously as like Nellie is the undercover name of Janelle Sky, so she's like, Nellie, come quietly. And I can't say it without laughing, but this was in the most serious voice, and I sat there and I paused for a second and I just started like bursting out cackling, and like I was like, there's no fucking way you just said that to me. And he was like, I don't know what I said. I was like, you don't know what you said. You don't know what you said. But like, okay, but the thing is, that specific phrase, come quietly, why would you say that? And everybody's like, I don't know. And somebody else found it funny for a different reason. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna not say anything more. And I'm gonna pretend that I didn't just hear that. Cause like, what the fuck? And it's funny, it's funny, like, half of the table is chill with my jokes, and the other half is not, so, anyway,
This table.
But God, it was so funny.
I saw one just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Blood, Klingon, and Farasan. Koran put up a fight.
Where's the data storage? Oh, over there. Hey, maybe stop it.
There are data entries here that correspond to our missing people.
I'm gonna ruin my fucking life on these streams.
It was a Solanogen-based race, and
Solanogen-based race.
Koran was not taken.
Okay, so the rest of the story is we're obviously abducted as we try to get on our shuttle. And then we meet like this like ridiculous Badmiral, because that's another thing I established. So the Section 31 uniforms don't have rank pips, right? So they never explained that in canon. So I was like, okay, in my head canon, it's because it's kind of like Section 31 is more the kind of organization where rank is not the most important thing, you know? It's more so like it's about rank, but it's also about like what's the word I'm looking for? It's about like your experience. Like your experience matters more than your rank. And also like it's not even just your experience. It's like forming your like circle and your people that you can like trust. That's like the most important thing, because if they have like the same hierarchy as Starfleet and they're not working in smaller groups, it's a little bit harder to coordinate like these bigger things, because it's like then they're gonna get found out. They kind of have to work like alone and like in their small things. That's at least like my headcanon. It's like it's not as much like the open secret sort of things. Like the Tal Shiar and the Obsidian Order are very much open secret sort of organizations. Section 31 is completely off the grid. Like they have to be so on the down low. It's like you can't, like they have a few ships, yeah, sure, but it's like those are like super stealth ships, obviously. Like they're not like just flying around willy-nilly. They're very careful about it. And so I just don't think it's as much this like like it's a big bad, but it's not as much. It's a big bad with different groups within the big bad. You know what I mean? And also I just think that like the types that are working for Section 31, like they can never really trust each other. Boy, go assassinate the upcoming Cardassian president, but I'm an ensign. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing too. Is like I'm sure not everybody's you know, not everybody's operating under the same identity, you know, forever. Like for example,
there may be more guardians beyond this door.
Like for example, like when Janelle Skye went undercover, she went undercover as an ensign. And I think what's gonna happen is I think she's gonna end up, once the cat's out of the bag to everybody, I think that she's gonna end up as lieutenant because she made it to lieutenant commander and that's the rank that she was 4 years ago. But I think there's probably gonna be some consequences. And then it'll basically be that Skye in our game will be the same rank as I am in our Star Trek club, because I'm gonna be a lieutenant. So it's gonna be funsies. Trying to get on my grind to be like lieutenant commander, but a lot of these people are like older than me and haven't made lieutenant commander yet, so I've been in the club for way longer. It's an interesting group. But yeah, it's just oh wait, there we go. Now let's use the photon burst on it, because why not? Boom, boom, boom. Yay. Alright, let's open the little pods. So yeah, I just think it's interesting, like, the interpersonal dynamics, because it's like, I feel like the drama aboard Section 31 ships is, like, legendary, because you put a whole bunch of people who are, like, assassins and, like, sneaky types and everything all in the same location. Like, you're not necessarily gonna have your most, like, loyal people in there. Like, because Section 31 thinks, like, they're always acting in Federation interests, but, like, and they technically might be, but, you know, they're Black Ops. They don't do good shit. And the funniest plot...
There's no more time.
No.
The funniest plot twist is also that I, as Janelle Skye, was able to recruit the ship's XO, into Section 31. Because I was like, okay, so here's how I'm gonna, and the player came to me and kind of like suggested like, hey, do you think maybe like I could do this with my character? And so I was like, hey, since you suggested that, I'm gonna do you one better and tell you that this actually works perfectly in the story I'm working on, and I'm gonna let you do it. So basically I said, I was like, yeah, so when she gets recruited to Section 31, it's like, it's gonna be by Skye, and Skye's gonna try to give her like a very sugar-coated version of what this organization does, because this is what Skye tells herself this organization does. Because she knows that they do worse shit. It's just that as long as she's not the one getting her hands dirty, she's like, you know what? Y'all go do that over there and I'll do this over here. Like, it's really kind of fucked up. It's one of the worst aspects of her character, I think, is that, like, she kind of does look the other way. Oh no, I mean, she basically says, she's like, oh yeah, we you know, make sure that the Federation's super safe, and, we make sure that our friends are taken care of, and we don't let anybody get in the way of that, and we just send these reports to these other people and these other ships that totally don't do anything suspicious with that information. Like, the fic I wrote was about Skye refusing to turn over all of her ship's captain's personal logs, because she's like, okay, I gave you some of them, I gave you the ones that were relevant, and they're like, no, we want all of them just in case there's something, you know, we need all of them to monitor. And she's like, no, you don't, I already reviewed them, you know, like, why don't you trust me? And, you know, flips it on the other person. But yeah, she's really fucking cursed. And it's kind of like, it's why she's kind of really interesting to write sometimes, is like, she's very much, she's very much like, her fingers are kind of in all of the jars, so to speak. She's got like one hand in like the cookie jar, and another hand in another cookie jar. And it's like, it's just, it's something. Yeah, it's like she's, because Janelle Sky very much operates off of like her own business. Like, even the thing is, if anyone tells her like to kill somebody, like she's probably gonna say no, unless like it is a personal thing, and even then she doesn't like killing people. She doesn't like getting her hands dirty in that way, but like everything up to that is kind of fair game. So yeah, but I mean also, why would you have to kill somebody when you can like, you can use your telepathy to knock people, like you can knock, you know, 20 people out at once, like no problem. Well, I wouldn't say no problem. Depending on what's going on in the environment, there might be consequences for her trying to do that. Alright, we got to regenerate veins, restore circulatory function, and purge lymph nodes. And we got our dead Romulan over here. It's beyond saving.
There's nothing more we can do here.
Agreed.
Save the home. Daddy Sean is back. Oh my god. So, all right, this is our last stage. Okay. Okay, so to finish up the storyline with the
gateway energy signature is emanating.
My scan.
I'm picking up more.
You should.
This is like terrifying low-key to me. There we go. There's the console.
Scout ahead.
It's like, I know I missed the thing. This is just like, imagine like trying to do this for realsies, you know? Like, you could just fall off the edge at any time. Like, I don't even have a big fear of heights, and like, this would freak me the fuck out.
The soul system. Earth.
Is it yellow or is it blue? Wait. Oh wait. I don't think that was right. I think this is right. Because we go back here, and then around. Okay. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. Oh, she wants a word with sun. Ah! Dead.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck.
It's the live feed
of my world.
This is like Section 31's dream surveillance. Oh my god, make a Section 31 character to be buddies with Sky, please. Actually, no, I say like any of like intrinsically, like she does not trust any bitch in Section 31,
Vandals
but like
I remember this world.
all of them are fun for her. Maybe frenemy is the better word. She has lots of frenemies. I always say that, like, instead of saying like I'm making it, when I say like I'm making a new NPC, it's not like a new
The tectonic activity is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it.
Anyway, it's not like a oh, I'm making a new like antagonist or I'm making a new friend. It's like I'm making a new I'm making a new frenemy for Sky. I need to start calling her by her first name too. Sometimes like Sky's just like it's such like a good simple name. I don't know. But it gets kind of confusing because there's one of the people in our group who they don't play a ton, but their name is Sky. So it gets a little bit confusing. Obviously it's spelled differently because I spell it weird like this. But yeah, it's like I need to get in the habit of calling her Janelle more often. We usually just call her Nellie, and I think the name will continue to stick.
Does the Iconian influence
the undercover
reach
version of the
so
name.
far?
But also like one of the reasons she picked that name is because like she's known to hate that nickname and only allows like a few select people to call her it, so it made a good undercover name. It's also because like
This appears to be
realistically
some sort of
that would be a
master
terrible
control
undercover
panel.
name because it's too close to her actual
believe we
name,
can
but
use it to
I tried to
open
drop
the
a little
gateway.
bit of a hint in there for storytelling purposes, because you know, things work when the plot wants them to work. But yeah, okay, so how the Section 31 mission ended up turning out is after all this shit, and they still were having like the effects on the ship. So even though they weren't towing around the dangerous ship anymore, we continued to have bullshit happen. So Sky was doing all this through a headache, and I reacted accordingly by being extra insufferable to this admiral who insisted on wearing his pips on his little Section 31 black leather. And then Sky's over here kind of like, well, I do miss the outfits. And because they're like, oh, you could just come be on a ship with us. And I was like, no, fuck no. Like, y'all betrayed me. Like, there is like a whole betrayal story arc, which maybe will happen later. It's something that happened in the background because it was not something I was comfortable, like, role-playing outright. Because sometimes I write things just for funsies, because I like to have writing material as well as RPG material. So basically the main antagonist, like her main nemesis in 2390.
We must know what the Iconian plans are.
Oh, the baddies are back. Her main nemesis is like this dude who was obsessed with her for a while and was former.
We need to download the data and move everyone
I
here
did that a
before
little bit too
more
late.
Guardians arrive.
Oh my god, Pope, remember that time that Sky like went up to Shrey and was like, hey, here's all this like shit I have shoved in my quarters for times exactly like this.
Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Not kinky space CIA. That is basically what they are. I think they're way less organized than the CIA, but they are like as stupid. Oh god, no, I missed it. No. Okay, wait, let me try again. Red, blue, okay. Blue, green, blue, green. Okay, I am forced to focus. Green, blue, green, red, green. Blue, green, red. Yay!
Romulus was reset.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
It wasn't the only one. Ambassador, we'll cover you as you download the data.
The data? Okay.
The paths are retracting.
Well, we're stuck out here now.
And I don't think they're happy.
Why would they be happy?
That doesn't sound good.
Security reinforcements are inbound. We should use this gateway.
What?
Oh god, that is horrific.
I have downloaded what I...
Whee! Escaping! Well.
This is a bridge. We have walking wounded, but some of us can still...
Some of us. I've theorized that actual operatives of intelligence services can be identified by their receding forehead. Oh my god, okay, but... Okay, so I don't have, like, a receding forehead, but, like, one of the things is, like, no, why am I doing this? Okay. Fell right through into the floor. So, one of, like, so like one of the things, because again, like I kind of like theorize that like Sky does not look exactly like me just because I like portray her. Like it's kind of like how you can maybe like you can like recast stuff so like things are kind of like a little bit different. But like I feel like I look like one version of Janelle Sky when I cosplay her, you know what I mean? But like I always have like bangs because of that. But I also was like, because I look terrible without bangs, I was like in my head, Janelle Sky always has bangs because like, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's why. I just had to clarify. I was like, I don't think I have a receding hairline. I'm not saying that, but I have had some like, just due to chronic illness and stuff, I have had some hair breakage problems and I'm kind of waiting for it to grow back in. I also just have a really tall forehead, so I guess that's my sign to not facepalm. Cause you know, then I might, end up with the Section 31 forehead and wouldn't want that, you know? Oh, that was funny. But no, I think maybe like the longer you're in, like the more
God save the Romulans' home world.
Yay!
Receiving tactical telemetry.
Let's
I'm
go, let's
detecting
go.
another gateway in the Jarrett system. It's big. Ship-sized.
The gateway is transmitting a high-band subspace signal. Sensors are picking up Elachi ships on an intercept course.
I love
I
this
suggest
moment
we go
for
there
them.
and contact New Romulus for reinforcements.
Let's go on our little shippy ship. Sorry, every time I see her in her
Not from
black
here.
uniform.
I can make a gateway for us and set a destination close by.
I
though.
really, okay, I like, even though I feel like if I ever like
Taking
got a
us
Section
out.
31 uniform, it would kind of give me the same vibes as like somebody cosplaying Darth Vader. But I kind of want one because like the leather. Like, I was like, you know, in one way I'm like, these are very like fascist uniforms that go against everything I stand for. But like, why are they
Sensors
so
show
sexy?
That we are in the Jarrett system.
I'm very glad to see you all.
Oh, I
safely
love this Datan
When
moment.
the quakes began, we lost all communications with the gateway. You
Help.
Elements preserve us.
Enough talk.
Sending reinforcements.
We will hold off the Elachi until Allied forces arrive.
Oh, hell yeah. I forgot we were in our little obelisk friend. Hell yeah. I don't know what any of these do. Wee.
Federation and KDF ships are reporting to our location.
Only actual operative I know wrote a book.
Singularity core is destabilizing.
We managed to have two parties who like murdering each other to stop the murder for 5 minutes to resolve a hostage crisis. Then a cameraman was being an idiot and oh my god, no!
Reinforcements arrive.
See, that's the thing is like this like I said, I was like, I as a person, like in my personal heart, like cannot deal with like
More Elachi
this
inbound.
with Black Ops
Hold
shit
them
in real
off.
life. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like it's kind of like when you write characters that are cops and they're just like a little bit stupid. It's like that level of satisfaction to me. It's that type of satisfaction when I write characters for Section 31. I'm actually writing I actually started writing a story from Sky's origin story, which is not based in the Star Trek universe. It's all completely original. You can always think it's like in the Star Trek universe if you like. Like it fits in with her Star Trek lore as well. Just so I don't get confused when I'm trying to write two different things. But like it's all entirely like original stuff and everything. So I started writing on that, and I had like one of my favorite episodes that never really got finished from the web series, obviously because the web series died, is that you know what, why not? Is that basically I had this like Old West sort of inspired episode. Like, it was like a Wild West thing where everyone gets to wear like cowboy boots for the day for funsies and all that. But I'm writing the origin story that led to what was in that episode, because I thought the origin story was probably a better place to start if I'm gonna write it, rather than trying to sort of like write out what the episode arc was. I might get to it eventually, but in the story that I've been working on, and it's kind of been on and off because I'm really busy with like my actual like business stuff, and obviously like gigs pay the bills sometimes, and writing fics does not, because I will never publish any of my Janelle Skyworks because I don't want anybody's fingers all over them. Like, I just will never do it. She's my precious to deal with, to do with what I wish. Yeah. So with this like Wild West thing, it actually features two characters who go undercover as cops, but they're actually like just like independent mercenary types.
Forces have been destroyed.
It's a little bit funny, in my opinion. It's all about like
the Enterprise should scan the gateway.
It kicks off more another nemesis for Janelle Sky, of course.
But we should destroy that gateway now.
Who is a cop? One of her nemesis is a cop.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space. It belongs to the people of the Romulan Republic.
Another invading force could arrive at any moment.
Afraid of a fight, Captain?
Fight.
Just kidding. Prudence is not cowardice. The gateways
look at that
are
sexy
powerful.
bunch.
They may be too much for any of us to control.
We should disable it before it
This
becomes
just
another
gives
threat
me to this entire
and to us
group.
all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully
He
support
didn't
our
see it
Romulan
indeed have a
allies in this
receding
matter.
forehead curse.
Enterprise to Captain Sean.
No.
We've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that.
No, I know for a fact that when I write,
but the monitors on
I
the
just
bridge are all showing an omega.
I like writing fiction, and I like to be informed about the real world. I also like writing fiction with a very specific message. So
return to the border.
I'm sure people who like know more about like actual like military operations probably cringe at some of my writing, and that's fine with me. We have a couple of veterans in our.
It was a pleasure to work with you.
Well, we have
I wish we could have had that
several veterans, I guess, in our RPG group. So
another time.
Another
Send my
time.
regards to your chief engineer, Captain.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise. Transport me directly to my ready room.
Today was a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself.
We have won
and
much
your
honor.
allies. It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people will need to
Sorry,
face.
I just get giddy because I just love
to survive,
Worf.
we may need to face
He's a
them
fun
together.
man.
It was an honor to fight beside you.
Yay. Alrighty. Okay. Well. All right, I've gone a little bit late. I gotta go so that I can OMG, Ian, where's Ian? Do you mean like Oh, Ian Kwan. I was like, wait, are we talking? I was like, wait, he's not here. Oh, you're talking about Ian from, you know, from our Discord server. So, see, I sometimes remember people's names. It's like if you show up to my streams enough, I'll eventually remember your name. Subspace ribbed warp core. No, the problem with this is I don't use anti-proton damage on this tune, so you know what? Warp core it is.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Okay, well... Eventually I need to clear up this list there. On the... Sorry, your commentary kills me at this point. So wait, was that the next episode or was it the... Okay, I did claim the next episode. I was like, I saw another pop-up. I think that was to start the Delta arc, so I don't think I'm quite there yet. Okay, who is online today? Where's my streaming app? But yeah, as much as I would love to tell more things, oh, shit, I forgot. I know Pope also asked in Discord about, Sky's encounters with the Delta Quadrant races, and I promised I would answer next time I was on stream. So, finally I do remember something for once. See, I do remember things, sometimes. I shouldn't say I remember things, because, I mean, y'all have seen me here. Why not? I don't know. I need to beef up my engineer so I can at least get up to these things. But anyway, like I was saying, the Delta Quadrant... So in terms of Delta Quadrant species, because Sky's home planet Nixla is located in the Delta Quadrant. So again, this is one of those things that's like a little bit of, it does get a little bit of an issue when you try to put it like in context of basically like the Borg and everything, because in the Star Trek universe you have to place Nixla closer to the edge of the Delta Quadrant, whereas and when I originally like had the idea for her, it was kind of like Earth's over here, kind of a little bit in between Alpha and Beta Quadrant area, and then like Nixla's supposed to be like the exact opposite. Again, and this was the original lore, it was supposed to be the exact opposite of where Earth is, and it was basically a straight shot, but you can't go through them right through the middle of the galaxy, so it's kind of like that's why they made basically what is a transwarp network in the Star Trek universe. It's a, what did I call it? It's a gateway network or something. I don't remember. I actually don't remember. It's been a while since I wrote in that universe like the details, so yeah, but basically it's like, it's supposed to be like the opposite side of Earth, because like they, you know, they're kind of using humans as an attempt to try to solve their own infertility crisis, which is why they want, it's a little bit silly, but it's really funny to me that the whole reason why the species wants Sky back so badly is because like her abilities are super cool and they're like better than a lot of the others, but she's actually not the most powerful one. It's actually her DNA came from another Nixaloid who is the most powerful Nixaloid currently alive. Several hundred years older than her, but still alive, I think, as of 2390. Probably just really old. So she So basically, Sky, they want Sky back so badly because like they want her DNA so that they can make more clones. And even though they already tried to make clones and she stole them, yeah, long story. But in terms of Delta Quadrant species, I think that realistically, if in the Star Trek universe she was in the Delta Quadrant for a while, like an extended period of time, she was flying around. I think that definitely the main ones she probably would have encountered were like the Borg. She probably knows of the Borg at least, or at least like if you see him, you don't go near him. That kind of cautionary tale. Now, as to why the Borg had probably not attacked her planet, or it would screw with some stuff, but also like the Nixaloids are way, way, way ahead of Earth in technology. Like they had like 23rd, late 23rd, early 24th century technology back in the 21st century. And their genetic stuff is like way beyond anything even currently like in the Star Trek timeline, like even like in Star Trek Online's timeline, like I don't think the humans have developed that level of genetics technology, because they also were like, oh, we shouldn't do genetic augmentation because they were smart. The Nixaloids have a bit of a eugenics problem because they're like, well, we can't like overtly do eugenics, but it's like, it's also like, well, we keep having, they have an infertility crisis. It's like something like an entire like quarter, that it was a quarter and then it's like increasing over time. That would have been like the 21st century, that was like a quarter of the population was completely infertile. And then they lived so long, it's like, why would we have children, you know? Like, hey, but then they keep infighting, so they keep killing each other. It's like, there's a lesson to be learned here from these people. But in terms of like, I also definitely think that at some point, she probably met like, I definitely think like she has some sort of history with the Elarians, because she definitely would have like sought them out when she found out they were a people. And then also, I had this figured out. I'm sure that she's dealt with Q before. I think that would be something, that there was a past there. And then another thing, that any species that does a lot of like time shit would also be something she's ran into, because she is like a temporal scientist. That's like her main thing. It's just like, she kind of was like, science, she kind of does both like science and engineering, but her main thing is really science. It's just that she really likes listening to the engines. Even though she can't fly the ship, she's like, you know, yeah. Q would not fucking know what to do with this bitch at all. I think Q would absolutely go out of his way to avoid her, the same way that he kind of does with Guinan. I was like, I would, like, in one way I love it being, like, left up to, like, imagination why Q and Guinan don't get along, but I wish there would have been more history. Like, I wish Picard would have maybe explored more of that history. But I also know Picard was limited on time. Sky would definitely give Q the Cisco treatment. Like, she would, but the thing is, see, Sky's not so quick to physically punch people. But she's not Picard, obviously. Sky likes to engage in psychological warfare on a very personal level. So the thing is, her strategy would be like, you know, if Q, like, it all, like, tried to come on to her, like, here's the thing. If there was any sort of Janeway situation, realistically, she would absolutely punch him in the face. No hesitation. She would probably be like, she'd probably consider it. She'd probably be like, but the thing is, Sky would never in a million years allow her womb to be inhabited by the parasite that is a fetus. Should never do it. So, pregnancy out of the question. But, like, you know, sex is always on the table. You know what I'm saying? But so if Q tried to do something like that, it's an instant punch. But if Q just kind of shows up and is annoying, she's gonna be annoying right back, to the point where she would, and I do think that she would be capable of pissing off Q, like, very much. But, like, he kind of to a point where he might feel just enough, like, because, you know, the ego on that guy is massive, so she'd probably piss him off just enough to make him feel like kind of sort of emasculated in some way. That would be like her main goal. To the point where I don't think that he would even like, I don't think he'd dare do anything to her, because, like, he kind of would, his ego would be a little bit bruised, like. And, like, imagine if, like, Sky and Sky and Guinan meet, and then they together meet Q. Q put the fitting snare on Cisco, and Cisco merely played along. I mean, yeah, but it was only a matter of time until Cisco punched him anyway, because, like, the thing is, Q got, like, too comfortable with Picard, because he thought he could just, like, provoke Cisco over and over again, and still, like, and then he gets hit. It's like, look, like, I'm sorry, you're not dealing with the same kind of person here. Like, Picard honestly was way too nice to Q. I mean, part of that was because, like, they're, you know, in love, but that's beside the point. And this also brings up another interesting point that I'm gonna have to think about, because this would kind of be like, put this question out to the audience, and I'll leave you all with this, and then I'll have to sign off. But what I kind of wonder is, I have put the Nixoloid lifespan around 1,000 years. So they're not immortal. At one point I was like, they have the same, I at one point said, like, because the Elarian lifespan is so unclear, I at one point said they have the same lifespan as Elarians. But then I was like, no, I put a number on it, about 1,000 years. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. You know, sometimes they die in their 200s because, again, this whole planet is fucked. And that's part of why Sky left, and she's chilling with the humans, cause, like, why not? So basically, I think like, I'm kind of curious what y'all think the Elarians, like, how long you think the Elarians live. Like, do we think maybe it's like 1,000 years, or do we think it's more, because we don't know exactly how old Guinan is. Like, Guinan could be like 400 or 500, or she could be like 700. All we know is that she really didn't age between, like, the generations in that early scene, like, however long that was before the 24th century part of that movie, obviously. So it's like, so it's like, all we know is that she really didn't age a ton during that. But the thing is, it's like, if they had all behaved similarly to, if their genes behave any similarly to, like, the Nixoloids, because the Nixoloids are kind of like, their aging basically slows after they turn, like, their aging slows between age, like, 18 and 21. They age normally up to a certain point. Now, some of this might have been because of genetic fuckery way long ago in the past. I never really confirmed or denied that. I leave some things that I don't fully explain so that, like, just for funsies. So if I want to explore it later, there's things to explore, because I tend to overwrite certain parts of their lore. But basically, basically it's like, they slow their aging, and they're only aging, like, they're not aging very quickly. So it's like, yeah, I mean, she could be almost 1,000 or even past that. But that's the thing, is she could be like, but the thing too is, like, because we're also working with a show that has the same actors, we don't know if she was supposed to be, like, younger and just, you know, she was just being played as younger in the 19th century, or if, like, she was already, like, or if she just has not aged between those points. Because if she has not aged at all, if she's not supposed to be aging at all, then, yeah, she's probably over 1,000. But at the same time, if she's, if like, she's supposed to be a little bit younger, then it could be they live, like 1,500 to 2,000 years, somewhere in there. Like, who knows? Because it's like, I get, like, we have Q that's, like, immortal, like, but truly immortal for different things. So it's like, I think that, like, they'd have to live longer, like, a really long ass time. I don't know. Like I said, this is what I leave you with to speculate on, is the Elarian lifespan, because I think that definitely the Nixoloids and the Elarians could definitely see each other as sort of equals of some sort, but at the same time, I think Nixoloids might technically live shorter lives than Elarians, at least by a little bit. But I'm not exactly sure, because I mean, like, Sky's kind of getting. See, I like playing Sky in the 2390s because that's, like, midlife crisis era, sort of, for Nixoloids, because she's approaching, like, 400-ish. And that's around, like, midlife crisis time, you know? Like, not quite, but close enough that it's fun to play. Basically it's like, and, you know, too, it's like, I also haven't decided, because I did kind of give her that DNA, but also because I kind of have made her kind of salty about everything, you know? I'm also like, this bitch is not gonna live forever, because eventually one day, I feel like the only reason she'd live to die of natural causes would be out of spite. She's so determined not to die solely out of spite, because otherwise she behaves as if she has a death wish. And figure one should leave the aging in the shadows. Back when Older Trick was writing, we still figured we'd never develop technology to be rid of this dying business. Because I think, I think that there is a little bit of something to be said that, like, if you have a sense of mortality, I think you live your life differently than if you don't. Which is one of the things that I've really enjoyed exploring with the concept of the Nixoloids, because I think that the entire species doesn't really have a concept of mortality, and I think that I think it's why they hold grudges, because it's like, oh, you know, sometimes people will be like, oh, don't hold grudges because life's too short. If you don't have that life's too short part, I think that these people would hold horrible grudges, and I think that's just really interesting to explore and such. So yeah. The good old outliving all your friends and loved ones. Yeah, I wish that they would have just given Leonard McCoy a canon death date, because Memory Beta has him living like an insanely long time, which I think is really funny, because see, he also would 100% be the one to outlive everybody out of spite, and I think it's so funny. But it's also like, I have this like fascinating concept, just like for fanfic purposes, like this interesting concept of like, what if Sky rolls up to this old man's deathbed and is like and tries to pull a Nixoloid. There's this really weird thing, I really need to go, but there's this weird thing I established where Nixoloids can basically like, they can do similar to like the Vulcan Katra thing, where but it's a little bit different because it only happens at the time of death, where they can kind of like absorb a person into themselves, and it's considered like this whole like ritual thing on the homeworld. But like Sky like, I feel like Sky, because Sky's like first experience with it was so like decidedly terrible, story on that next time, I feel like she would kind of do it as like, oh, well, I survived the worst possible case scenario that could have happened with this thing that happens. Like, hey, why don't I just like fuck around and find out? Why don't I just, you know, just go collect some people? Let them live in my brain. And I'm just like, I don't know, I kind of want to write it as a fic, but I'm also like, it would be so cringy and it would be so fucking funny. Like, because like, look, I feel like she'd be she wouldn't love seeing people she loves dies, obviously, because no one likes that. But like, I also think that like, she'd kind of be a little bit numb to it at the point where she's like, she would roll up to his deathbed and be like, interesting. Yeah, I mean, but there is stuff, it's like, there are protections you can try to do to avoid, you know, dying prematurely because you get shot or something. But, yeah, I do think that the aging thing is a good thing too, because I don't think that the lack of aging can necessarily be like a huge determination of Elarian lifespan, because I think by the 24th century, everybody probably would have like, you know, their special skincare serums like completely get rid of wrinkles, like, or like they just put on, you know, they do those like light mask things, but like extreme mode. God, sometimes I think about like, if I could like afford one of those. Well, I could probably like afford it. It's just that I wouldn't spend money on it. I could probably afford it eventually if I saved up for it, but like, you know, that's like, because my business is tied to my entire income, it's like, you know, I would buy crap for my business so that I can, you know, do more gigs and shit before I would buy a light mask that probably doesn't do shit for your face. But I have always wondered like what it feels like. I mean, technically you can put your brain in a computer in Star Trek too. Because, you know, Picard, it was just the difference. It was like a flesh vessel, you know? Okay, I really gotta go, but I'll answer this last question. As for why I'm drawing this parallel to a real world, if you were 65 and some news finally broke that there's a pill to reverse aging, would you take it? See, I don't know, because, like, I haven't hit 65 yet. I don't know. I really don't understand the experience yet of what it is like to be old. Because it's like, would you rather be like Picard, who was finding, well, it's like I said, it was like, you know, I'm, especially because like, I try not to weigh on this stuff too much, because like, I'm gonna get roasted for my opinion because I'm only like 25, but I do want people to understand that I constantly feel like this impending sense of doom because of like my chronic illnesses. So it's kind of like I feel like for me, like I would, speaking of now, it's like, yeah, I'd 100% take it, because it's like, if there's like things that are not making shit worse, then it's like, hell yeah, let's go. But like, as of now, I'm like, am I making it to 65? That remains to be seen. I don't know. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because I still struggle with like, my own feelings about like mortality in general. I do think, but I do think it's one of the things that makes us very human, so it's very interesting. All right, we have people online today that I can rate, so I'm very happy that we get to go over to another Star Trek Online streamer. So I am going to send everyone over to there. But we'll pick up this conversation probably next week on either Thursday or Friday, depending on how next week goes. For me, we'll see. It'll be a really good time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me, and I will see some of you next time. Bye!
More, UI scale.